Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how to prevent puffy eyes, or you can call it eye bags, or the another scientific name is periorbital edema. Now, what are the reasons we are getting puffy eyes? Generally, a doctor would recommend some kind of medication, drugs, antihistamine. A lot of people would apply cucumber slices, cold ice tea bags, any kind of ice packs. Applying these kind of cucumber slices or iced tea bags will just give you temporary relief. We need to find out what are the root cause of getting puffy eyes. So whenever we think somebody's got puffy eyes, the first thing that comes into our mind is they have kidney problems, which is true. It is all related to sodium retention. So whenever a person has kidney problems, they also have a not so great functioning liver as well, because these two, kidneys and liver, work side by side. It is not possible that you don't have a healthy functioning kidney, but your health of your liver is absolutely great. It's not possible. You might be having some kind of fatty liver or some kind of other liver diseases. So they go side by side. This is because kidneys and liver work together to remove toxins from our body. They help our body to detoxify. They remove toxins from our blood. So what are the reasons a person is getting kidney problems? One is excess amount of protein in diet. We know that protein is really good for us. Helps in muscle building, wear and repair of our tissues. But there has to be some amount of protein we need to eat. The size of protein generally is the size of your palm. That's how much protein you should eat at one meal. Just imagine that you're sitting down to eat. You take your plate, divide your plate into 4 parts. 1/4 should be protein, 1/4 should be complex carbohydrates, and half of your plate should be full of vegetables. So what happens if you're consuming the entire plate of protein at one time? Like you're having the full plate of chicken wings or the entire plate of some kind of protein. They put a great load on our kidneys. The waste from the proteins put a tremendous load on our kidneys. So it's important that you eat some quality of protein along with vegetables. Now vegetable plays a very important role. Whenever you're having low amount of vegetables in your diet, it leads to kidney problems. The reason being, vegetables contain potassium. Now potassium reduces sodium levels in our body. Whenever we are having good amount of potassium in our diet, it flushes out sodium, thus reducing water retention. It should not be the other way around. Do not have lot of sodium in diet and less amount of potassium, because this is going to retain water retention. It should be other way around. Include lot of vegetables in your diet so that it has high amount of potassium, so that this removes or flushes out sodium from your diet. The other is alcohol. Excess consumption of alcohol messes with our liver as well as our kidneys. This is also one of the most important reasons of getting puffy eyes. You need to reduce your consumption of alcohol. MSG, monosodium glutamate. These are flavor enhancers. They are commonly used in Chinese cooking. They are also used in processed and junk foods. Now they contain sodium, and this leads to water retention. You must have seen that a lot of people who are having Chinese foods at night, whenever they get up in the morning, they have always some kind of edema. They have swollen faces, puffy eyes because of MSG. Now MSG also leads to insulin resistance, which also leads to sodium retention. The other is people who are having foods that are high in sugar, junk foods, processed foods. So these leads to insulin resistance. People who are diabetic, who have high blood sugar levels in their body, people who are insulin resistant, they always tend to have water retention problems. This is because of a simple formula of osmosis. So whenever there is high sugar, the water flows towards the sugar, and this leads to water retention. Also, whenever a person is having foods that are high in MSG, junk foods or processed foods, this leads to elevated sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight and flight mode. Whenever we are stressed, our sympathetic nervous system gets activated. This also leads to a rise in a hormone which is called renin. Now this leads to sodium retention in our body. So it's very important that you reduce the consumption of MSG, reduce the consumption of sugary foods, junk and processed foods. Include or increase vegetables in your diet because they have high level of potassium. Now, unless and until you are somebody who is going through kidney dialysis, now those people have always been told to restrict potassium. But apart from that, if you're not somebody who's going through dialysis, please include vegetables in your diet. Like I said, potassium is very good for removing or flushing out toxins and sodium from your body. For good kidney health, please include kidney beans in your diet. I hope this tip was useful. I'll be posting more videos related to nutrition and health. This is Megha Vision signing off.